one from each group.
If you have, yes. If you're not, unless you've indicated no preference, then yeah, you have to click one from each group. Get asked what your first choice area is. Choice area, say Outre-mer. Second choice area, Limoges. Third choice area, Reims. And now you have to figure out which group of kids or young adults you want to teach. And then you must refer to the relevant country page on the website for completing the preferred environment selection. Okay. So you have to go to the country page. I'll show you where that is in a minute. If you have no environment preference, you click here. Though if you do, if you'd rather be stuck in the sticks, then you click rural, which could be fantastic if you have a hobby like painting, collecting pieces of flora from national parks and stuff like that. It could be very good. Or small or medium-sized town, if you just like getting to know more people in a smaller area, is good. And then obviously large town city is good when you're more when you want a more cosmopolitan experience and want to have more kind of nightlife and things to do, cultural activities. Yes. So what would I pick? Probably this.
For the age and the environment, can we choose more than one? Like two ages? Or...
Let's see. It looks like you can. This would equate to no age preference, really. So unless you have no age preference, probably a click up to 3 of the others. Let's see if this works. Yeah, it works. Okay. So first choice. Here you describe your priorities in terms of what category, selection, criteria you want to use. So if the area is most important to you and you don't care much about what age group or what environment you're in, then click area. Age group, obviously, if you're very specific, mainly if you want to be a teacher later probably and you already know that you want to teach primary or secondary or higher education. And then environment, what's the environment again?
Yeah, how big the town is.
Yeah, right, how big the town is. Okay, so let's see. Then the second choice again. Click next. Okay, so and here you put your date of birth, of course, and your gender, and the passport that you hold. Do you have a British passport? Yeah. Okay. Country of birth. United Kingdom is all the way at the top. And town of birth. You put your town of birth. London. Do you have any dependents who will accompany you? That's quite important. If any of you are considering taking along your mum, your dad, or your brothers and sisters, they have to be financially independent from you. Okay. Line 1, complete this fully. I'll just put my first line. Postcode. Country. And here your personal email, yeah? Okay. And your university email. So obviously these are mandatory fields. I would fill them in anyway in your case. Tell us how you heard about the English language program, I suppose you would say from your tutor. Okay, now you can review your information. So do review it to make sure there are no mistakes, because you can only do this once, and I'll show you how you can only do it once. And click Finish. Close. Now see if I've got more mail. Okay, so no, I don't have any more mail, so this is what you'll be receiving. Good. So I sent along to you today a copy of the Year Abroad Handbook. I sent along an email today. This. So you'll be having it in your inbox when you next check your mail. And it's just a handbook telling you what to do before you go, and things that you need to have, like travel insurance. As soon as you have accommodation, get le CAF, C-A-F, a subsidy for your rent, and it's substantial. It will cover about 3/4 of your rent. So do caisse d'allocation familiale, it's called, and you apply to your local CAF office when you're settled. The website of the British Council is very, very complete, and you can go through the whole website and learn something. So, for example, this is the page of the country that was referred to in the application. So it's in English language assistance, where can I go? And here, if you're interested in Canada, press here, and then France is here. And it will give you various information about what you can expect, such as your salary, and hours, and things you shouldn't do. Like, for example, you cannot replace a teacher that's on sick leave. You're not allowed to. Well, you shouldn't. Contractually, you're not obliged to do that. So if someone falls ill, usually in schools they'll try to make someone replace a sick teacher. Don't do it unless you really want to. Okay, the cost of living in Outre-mer is higher than in metropolitan France. So, but your pay will be approximately 40% higher. So if you do choose Outre-mer, which is Guadeloupe, be sure that you are prepared to accept a position in France and choose 2 other areas as well, 2 other regions. And again, it goes through which places you can apply to. You'll be interviewed, there'll be a cross-section of people interviewed at the British Council, and you've got to be prepared to pay to go there out of your own pocket. It won't be everyone that's interviewed, but there will be, 1, 2, or 3, or a number of you will be asked to go. And then you might have an induction course locally in France near your school. And sometimes they even have a preparation course at the British Council, which you'd be expected to go to. Okay, so will I be interviewed? So here you see, shortlist applicants will be interviewed. What happens next? Your role. To that point, it tells you how you're supposed to behave in this new thing that you're doing. Contacting your school, travel insurance and visas, that's very important. Finding accommodation. Of course, you're expected to pay for your trip out to France or to Guadeloupe. And finding accommodation might give you, okay, here they give you some tips. Advertise on a notice board, etc. And education and lesson planning. This is very good. They have a lot of material on this website that will help you if you have questions. You can actually even ask questions to tutors at the British Council. So if you run into like any problems or you get stuck with a certain class and you're running short of ideas, just contact them. If you can't find an appropriate resource here. So here they give you sites to look at in order to prepare. And the really good thing here is this. No, it's not. It's in this tab, Foreign Language Assistance, it's the FLAs online. And this part of the website has lesson ideas, links and resources. You can join the discussion boards, frequently asked questions. Here, list of sites with teaching material on it, and again, professional advice. So here's the people that you can get in touch with about anything. You can also get in touch directly with the British Council, and they're very, very nice people over there. They're really pleasant, really good team, and very experienced. So here you have lists of resources, and this would be for French. And again, you have some websites that you can go to. Oh, you have some Harry Potter games and activities, or some Allociné ones about cinema. And you can shop online at Carrefour if you like. Oh, and there's Pizza Hut menus in French. And songs, importantly. So really, this website's very important for you, and you can go through it and find out a lot more about your time over there in quite an effective way. But the most important thing really is this tab, English Language Assistance. How do I apply? Okay, click on there, and then once you've read this, scroll to the bottom, click online, and then here are all the instructions about what you need to do with the application forms. That's really all you need to do for next Friday, okay? So if you could leave your applications, you could come to my office next Friday. I'll be in my office from 10 to 12 and 1 to 3. It's 238 Keir Hardy, and it's next to 237. Because I'm saying that because it doesn't have a door number on it, because it's a lecteur's room, and somehow didn't get a number, but my name's there, so you'll see, and the door will be ajar. 3 copies, so it's 3 copies of the Word document, 3 of the PDFs, completed Word documents, PDFs with a picture on them, and yeah, you give them to me, and also print out the reference paper.
Print that once.
Only once.
Yeah.
Do you think that's one of the facts?
No, the reference stays loose.